everybody, welcome back to the episode of Last Day on Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and today, boom, we got ourselves a look at the Halloween event coming to Last Day on Earth over in mid to late October. If you guys recall, this was actually detailed on the roadmap. First things first, we are going to be getting a motel update with a brand new motel location, but this is going to be the update coming after that, and there's a pretty obvious time frame around it, being that middle of October to end of October time frame, so the motel should be coming right before then. But without further ado, we got some looks at this beautiful stuff, so let's go ahead and start showing things off, because there's actually a lot of looks, a lot of screenshots, and a lot of information to be taken out of them. And then after that, we'll be heading over to the bunker and even participating in a little bit of a raid, as per usual, the daily variety. So without further ado, here we have the first screenshot, and as you guys should be seeing, you can actually see the decorations coming. It's the Last Day on Earth. There are going to be pumpkin and candle decorations. However, this screenshot already reveals a little something that we might not know. So you might be thinking, oh, these are just decorations for the farm. No, not today. These are not decorations for the farm. Absolutely nothing of the sort, because if you guys look at the minimap, at the radar, sorry about the purpose there, the way that that fence is actually oriented and the way where like you can see the edge of the map, that is not how the edge of the map, the southeastern edge of the map, is in Last Day on Earth at the farm, meaning we've never seen any type of like wooden farm like fences in other locations. So pretty much confirmed at this point that there's gonna be a new location coming to Last Day on Earth, most likely an event type location, kind of like we have seen in the past with Christmas events, with the Chinese New Year events. And I don't think the last Halloween event had a new location, so that kind of like makes up for it, I guess, because, and this is definitely going to be dope. I might be wrong on that though, but I recall the main thing of that Halloween event was actually being able to go to the dealer, and there was a new friend at the dealer that you could trade with, and a couple of other like minor things. That's last year's Halloween, right? Back to this year's Halloween, there is going to be a new location. We're going to be getting more looks of it throughout this update. So boom, we have, not this update, but these screenshots here. We have the second screenshot. As you guys are seeing, there is going to be a Halloween themed witch, kind of fitting given the fact that, well, she's called the witch, and over here she has a witch hat upon her. Now there are also going to be other enemies. I don't know if those are going to be the crawlers that the witch would normally summon in her boss battle. They've just been reoriented to have a witch hat on them as well, or if those are just kind of zombies of some sort. Whatever it is though, we do have confirmation that the witch is going to be making an appearance at this new location, which does have that kind of farm theme going for it. But again, it is not going to be the farm. There's going to be a new type of seasonal zombie similar to the witch with her hat that is going to be coming most likely. It has 80 health, so I'm guessing either a crawler or a fast biter. And just given the fact that the witch is there, the crawler does make a lot of sense. You can see like all of like the red across it. It's just kind of hard to tell because it isn't super bright, and like at least from what I recall, crawlers are like a lot more red than that. But it also might be just because the head is covering them up, and the name is in Russian, so I definitely can't read that. But definitely a very cool story to be told here, along with also the fact that we are seeing more Halloween decorations scattered throughout. So let's move on over to screenshot numero 3, where we are seeing even more things, including what appears to be some sort of demonic turkey. Is anyone seeing that thing in the upper right hand corner? Now I'm 99% sure that ain't your run-of-the-mill turkey, unless I've been seeing all the wrong turkeys in my life. That looks like I don't know if that's like a stuffed turkey. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be an enemy, dude. It looks pretty zombified, and I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell, but it exactly like what it's got going on, but it looks bigger than your run-of-the-mill turkey. It looks like it's about the size of your character even. And well, I don't even know how to detail it, but it's just like a lot more red, a lot more evil looking, fitting in with the Halloween theme. You can actually see another one in the bottom right of the screen, kind of by the inventory icon, by the crafting icon, over by that cart right above. You can see another thing like that. So it might be a chicken at the same time. Chickens would make a lot more sense for the farm, but turkeys are already in the game, and I'm guessing these might be kind of like modified, enlarged turkeys. So maybe it'd be easier for Kafir to create these based off of the turkey model, but maybe they're just going to be called zombified chickens. Whatever it is, we're going to be having some sort of like evil freaking turkey chicken animal, which is dope. Over to the left, you can see that there is going to be a Jason themed floater bloater with a machete over in his back, and from what we are seeing, all the health values of the enemies appear to be the same as they were in their normal occurrence. The witch over here having 2,000 health, which makes me wonder if like this is going to be a seasonal boss battle, and if so, will her gameplay mechanics change at all? Maybe instead of just summoning crawlers, she could be the mastermind of the Halloween event and she'll be summoning different Halloween enemies to go and get you, such as the zombified, or not the zombified, but like the Halloweenified crawlers, maybe some of these turkey chickens, giant turkey chickens, Jason dude to the left with the machete in the back. Whatever it is though, we are seeing that there are going to be a lot of different skins for these guys. We don't know if they're going to be present outside of this kind of event location or if it's going to be restricted to this location, but then my best guess is you are seeing that they do drop stuff as well on the minimap. What exactly is that? We're not 100% sure that he isn't picking it up, but I'm guessing there's always the chance where it's just the usual rope and cloth or whatever that they drop, but I'm guessing that it's going to line up more nicely with the Halloween event, given it is going to be at the Halloween location that is appearing to be a dedicated location, and probably Halloween items that in some way, shape, or form we can go ahead and turn in, cash in, and have some fun with. Take a peek at the minimap as well, and you can see that there's going to be a chest that we should be able to loot. Kind of hard to tell what that is, but I think it's over if you look at the corner of the barn on that left side, to the left of the pumpkin, and to the left of the Jason guy with the machete in his back. You can kind of see like what looks like maybe the edge of a fridge. It's really hard to tell, man. You can barely see the edge over here, kind of on like that side of the barn where you can only see a little bit all the way on the left. That might be what you're able to loot. Whatever it is gonna be interesting. This Halloween event just keeps on getting hyper and hyper, and guess what? Boom! We got another screenshot to go ahead and add to the hype. However, I believe that this is gonna be a second location. This does not match up at all with what we have seen from the first location, meaning it seriously appears that Kafir is gonna have two different event locations, one for Dia de los Muertos, which is the Mexican holiday, kind of similar to Halloween in like a general sense, but is like actually very different. There's a lot of intricacies to it, and it looks like Halloween will be having its own area over by the farm, over with those Halloween themed enemies. And then here we are seeing also in English the Halloween themed Dia de los Muertos enemies, and we can actually have confirmation at the top that it appears that they're just gonna be staying the same. They're not even like called anything special. This could change in the final version that comes out. They're just called a fast biter. It's pretty normal name over there, nothing crazy. So I don't know if these are gonna be scattered about throughout the random zones. Like I was saying, there's a chance that maybe just all fast biters will change to these skinned versions for the event, or that they could be restricted over to here. And how that would work is in the other locations, it'd probably be a random chance, like a fast biter being like a sombrero fast biter, for example, or a Halloween fast biter. But then in the screenshot, we can see what appears to be, it's hard to I think those are frenzied giants, dude, over with like those giant, it's either a floater bloater or a frenzied giant. It's kind of hard to tell because they are kind of like in their Dia de los Muertos getup, which does kind of like cover a little bit more of the intricacies that goes into identifying them. But they're definitely going to be two of the relatively larger fellas in their Halloween theme available at the Dia de los Muertos event. And if you look, you can see that there are those three kind of like different graves, which is similar to what we saw out of the leaks, the three different kind of tiers of grave. You have the normal grave on the right, you have kind of like the middle grave in the middle, and then you have the one on the left looks kind of similar to the middle one, to be honest. I don't know, maybe we'll be able to like upgrade them or something like that. There's gonna be something going on with those though, because those are the icons we saw in the earlier Halloween leaks, and then they're gonna be surrounding this little like kind of semicircle of fence with a couple of oak trees on the outside. We'll be able to chop those down, but let's go ahead and head on over to boom, screenshot number 5, where we can see another semicircle that appears to be a little bit different. This one, however, covered in normal graves, what appears to be a couple of coffin chests on each end of the map. We're seeing the dude obviously going ahead and shooting the fast biter, and I'm guessing maybe we might be able to dig up these graves, or maybe they're just present there to kind of be a location for some enemies to chill in. I don't know, because like compared to the first screenshot, like the ground is similar. You do see some sand over in the corner, or like around this area. In the original screenshot, it was in the corner. You do see the grass, and on this one specifically, you can see the very edge on the radar. It's only an teensy bit, but you can see that kind of like light green over in the bottom right of the radar. It does appear to be the edge, meaning that there might be one giant map with a variety of these semicircles denoting different types of graves. And I don't know, man. Last Halloween event, we were able to dig them up. However, in this Halloween event, if you're looking at the radar, it doesn't look like there's no icon, no action icon to dig with them, you know? Although, if you look at the lower right hand of the screen, you can see that the guy can use his hand icon, but that's probably just to pick up the dead body of the person he just killed, which brings me to this point where it appears that these zombies are also going to be dropping stuff, and I'm guessing these will be the Dia de los Muertos items, which makes me think that they might honestly release these two in tandem, meaning you'll be able to kind of switch off which event to go to. You can go celebrate Halloween for a little bit at the Halloween location, then head on over to Dia de los Muertos and go ahead and start collecting things for that. And finally, boom, the 6th and final screenshots of the Halloween event, where we are seeing, I want to say that that's a frenzied giant, man. I can't say with 100% certainty, but that seriously looks like a frenzied giant, just kind of like given some of the body decals. It is covered up by what appears to be a skeleton outfit and that sombrero, so it's an awesome skin to be seeing here. But here we are seeing the final tier of the grave, and you guys can actually see that it is kind of like the second one from the right, third one from the left, over in that kind of like upper row of 4 graves, which I don't know, man. They had those icons in the leaks, which makes me think that they're gonna be valuable in some way, shape, or form. But whatever it is, we just continue seeing more of the same zombies. We continue seeing kind of like those fences around the graves. And this time, though, we do have some oak trees nearby, along with some normal trees, meaning, I don't know, man, maybe it's a divide. Maybe this will be in the middle. You'll have the kind of like the oak tree location above this with those graves, and then the normal tree location below it with the normal graves. Maybe, like, I don't know. It's just kind of something interesting I know that I want to go ahead and let y'all know about. But with that said, with that done, it's going to wrap it up for today's informations, for today's screenshots about the coming Halloween events. And let's just say I want to get my hands on this puppy already, and I cannot wait to do exactly that. But in the meantime, I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on all of this type of jazz, your guys' thoughts on my thoughts, any of that, what you think the Halloween event will be, what you think maybe we'll be able to trade some items in for, how this is all going to be connected. Do you think it's going to be 2 different locations, 1 location maybe combined? I seriously think it's going to be 2 locations, but I don't know, man. Time will tell. We are going to have to see. But yeah, go ahead and let me know in that comment section down below. And reminder that comment is going to put your third of the way into the weekend $12 at such Play Store gift card giveaway. All you got to do is always make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That'll let you win on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video from the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will do it up for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Earth information coming your way, especially after we went over that roadmap. There are a lot of good updates in the works. We're getting the motel update before we get the Halloween update, which is coming in the second half of October, from mid to late October, because that lines up with how the Halloween event happens last time. It lines up with the dates of the holidays. Just too many things for it to simply be a coincidence, which means we need to get the motel before that. It is already, what, October 6th? That doesn't leave a lot of a buffer, which means that motel is going to be coming very soon. We're going to be covering the bejesus side of that. We're going to be covering the bejesus side of the Halloween event. We're going to be covering the bejesus out of every single one of these things, not to mention keeping y'all as informed as posiblemente throughout the process, and even for future updates, not just necessarily these two, man. There's a lot of stuff to look forward to, like the gas station that we went over a little bit yesterday. Yeah, that gas station is looking magical. But not just that, it's also a great way of staying up to date with every single Last Day on Earth video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on for the giveaway, and of course, stay up to date with all the dope survival games we're checking out on the channel. Fallout 76, coming very soon to a Starsnipe channel near you. Very soon, by the way. Even sooner than you might think. Keep your eyes peeled. Early next week. It's gonna be a good week. That's all I'm gonna say. But in addition, like 7 days to die, new alpha coming out. We're just trying to stay up to date with that, not to mention other dope games, their updates, Jurassic Survival, Westland Survival, Grim Soul Survival. You name it, baby. I love me a little bit of survival. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead, activate the security protocols. We got some tickets over here to go ahead and do some unboxings. We got this guy as we continue working our way up towards the disc or the floppy. And well, we got to go ahead and get some red tickets. We are not gonna, unless we get lucky, dude. We might get lucky, get a couple red tickets, in which case I might just have to make a pit stop at home. But we do need, I think, a couple more in addition to the 10 we're gonna get from the blind one. We need a couple more red tickets. So we're gonna have to see how that ends up unfolding. And oh yeah, we're killing the blind one. All aboard. We're gonna be having a fun time with that. Let's go ahead and toss in some yellers and see what the yellers have to show for us today. Ooh, I like what I see. Let's freaking go. We got some shotgun raid, some engine parts to help with the ATV coming our way along with the swamp at some point. And let's go ahead and stop. Boop. Taking these dudes out. Hello, fast biter number 2. Goodbye to you, red ticket crate. how I want you. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this ends up going. But then, of course, we do have a raid that we got to go ahead and go on because if you guys saw earlier, there is just killing the blind one. It's the only thing we got to do to go ahead and get our next raid. So that should be pretty easy peasy. We do still have 1 C4 at our disposal, so we might do a little bit of a scouting run on the base. If we do, totally forgot that that dude is so close. We might go ahead and after that, do a little bit of, if we find out that it might need more than just 1 C4 before the raid that we are going on, we'll probably go ahead and, I don't know, man, we're gonna have to try to get our grubby fingers on some more C4, and TBH, we should be able to get some pretty reasonably, I'd say, because if we go through the quests, we're not actively chasing quests today, however. Thanks for the gun oil, not what I was hoping for, though. We're not actively chasing quests today, but whatchamacall, there are a couple ones that we're probably gonna go ahead and just knock out a little bit of progress on anyways. Like, yeah, we're about to get 30 points for Bunker Alpha. We'll probably make a pit stop by the Sector 7 wall for some freebies. I think if we make a pit stop by the Watchtower, that's some free points. We gotta craft a generator and crossbreed. Dude, I might even go ahead and breed some pups and whatnot because we are very, very, god dang, that's not what I wanted to go on. Very, very close to level 51, where there's another C4 coming our way. But that's the last C4 we're going to be acquiring from the quests. I know, what a sad day, but it's okay because we got plenty of dope updates coming our way. And yeah, you guys might be like, Star, why are you going over so many updates? It's like, guys, there's just been so much information coming out. I'm sorry, but you gotta admit, all right, ever since they released that roadmap, the amount of information that has come out regarding just a lot of stuff, like not just information, dude, freaking screenshots. We got gas station screenshots, we got motel screenshots that we're gonna be going over tomorrow because I don't just want to drown you guys in screenshots. Like, I know even today we talked about those Halloween screenshots for a lot, but that's just how much info. Let's go and get out of there. That's just how much information has been coming out. I want to keep y'all up to date with it, and it's some very hype stuff, dude. It is early looks into a lot of these things, and pretty much, dude, it's early looks into the 3 next updates that should be coming in pretty rapid succession, dude. We got the motel update coming before the Halloween update, Halloween/Dia de los Muertos update. It's definitely gonna be coming before the end of October, dude. Otherwise, dude, it's a Halloween update. Like, that needs to be coming leading up to Halloween. It is just the only thing that makes logical sense. After that, they're not gonna wait 4 weeks to release a gas station, especially given the fact we already have screenshots of the station itself. Dude, I can't wait to see what Jack's role on that stuff is gonna be. If you guys are confused who Jack is, hello. Like what I see there. If you guys are confused on who Jack is, you definitely want to check out the last video that we went ahead and dropped. That's gonna have some very valuable information. You're gonna be like, oh, Sacre Blue Star, that is hype. And I'll be like, god dang right it's hype, dude. And god dang right it is. And did we just get another level? Did we maybe? Oh, we're close. I think we had to kill some toxic spitters. And oh, you guys were actually, I want to go and let you guys know about this. You guys were saying that there are new quests. These are not new quests, guys. These are actually a repeat of the old quests happening in order. So you guys see how all of these quests, right? It's kind of like going back from the beginning to the end of the normal quests with a limited timer on them. That's kind of like what these 5 limited time quests at the bottom of the survival guide are. In case you guys were curious, that's at least what they appear to be, and by all looks and intentions, it's definitely, I don't know, man, from what I've noticed, it appears to be going in order as well. So that's just a little something for you guys to go ahead and take note of. And we might be, I don't know, man. It's gonna get pretty nice when it gets to some of the later ones, but it does have that limited time thing on it, but we still got plenty of other quests to be knocking out, so no worries on my part. Let's go ahead and actually cash in on some of the rewards for our survival guide, something that we have not been doing as of late. Thank you for that. Appreciate that a ton. We gotta go ahead and get 3 more levels, which is it's gonna take some points, but I think we ought to be able to do it. Hopefully, I don't know, man. Hopefully we come across just a dope raid. Boop. Let's go ahead and take you out with a VSS, man. I love this thing to death. Except when it does that. When it does that, it's kind of a little bit less to death. Okay, there we go. We got both of these dudes down to 1 health. Let's go ahead and finish them with our fists. Oh, yes, that's the way I like to finish. And let's head on over, eat up some food in the belly. Of course, we need a little bit of that, and we got to prepare. We have a party with everyone's favorite friend. It's a blind one. Ooh, and even the toxic spitter gave us a present. Except I'm gonna keep the present for myself. I'm sorry, blind one. I'm actually about to rob you of some of your presents too, but it's okay. Dude, I'm a great friend. It's been a little bit of a while. This is why I'm bringing presents that I'm just gonna end up keeping, but I'm bringing them. It's the thought that counts. And it's because I haven't visited the blind one in a couple of days because of the Fallout 76 trip that we did go on. Again, huge apologies that there were less videos going up during that. I thought I'd be able to actually get more out, but that did not end up being the case, which was a little bit poopy just because, like, I don't know, man. It was just not ideal when it came to recording. For whatever reason, the internet over there just made it very hard to play Last Day on Earth because I was constantly disconnecting and... Dude, it was just very busy. It was filled with a lot of good stuff, but you guys are, like I'm saying, man, early next week, when you guys see the stuff that it was filled with, you're gonna be like, oh, and I'll be like, yo. I don't know, man, it's gonna be a very fun time, just like Bumper the Blind One full of a little thing known as Shotgun Rain is always as entertaining as can be. No. No snack time for you, the blind one. That's why I'm here, baby. I am the blind one's dietitian. I'm his nutritionist, whatever you want to call it. All right, I've been contracted by the military to make sure that this fella over here stays properly nourished. He can't be eating too many of those dead bodies, man. They're too high and they got too many carbs. They got too many carbs, too much fat, not enough protein, man. He's already, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they got a little bit of protein, but you know what I mean. You know, too many fats, too many carbs. I'm just trying to look out for my buddy, the blind one here, and he's, as you can see, he's very angry that I'm looking out for him, but it's okay because eventually I win him over. He goes to sleep nice and peacefully, and it's beautiful because he wakes up tomorrow, or actually he wakes up for 2 days. He actually hibernates for a couple days in case you guys weren't aware. He wakes up then and he's like, oh, he's just full of energy, dude. But then he's also full of wanting to eat dead bodies again, and yeah, boy, Papa Straw's got to come back and make sure he doesn't overeat or anything like that. What can I say, man? I'm just a great role model like that Shotgun Rain you straight to sleep, buddy boy. Thank you for the goodies there. Anyways, we still got some Shotgun Rain here left over, which is marvelous because it's exactly what we're going to be needing for this raid to go ahead and work properly. And then hopefully this raid, I mean, as we've noticed, most raids, don't do that now. Most raids do tend to, I kind of want to kill this Frenzy Giant, man. He's always chases after me. Like, every time I run out because I always smell awful because me and my musk, name a more iconic duo. Trick question. You can't. Oh man, we're about to be getting some Shotgun Rain up, and this guy's gonna be very angry, but it's okay because Shotgun Rain. Can I get a little critical? Ow! Oh my god, I was not expecting him to hit me there. It's alright, we took him out nice and easy. What'd you drop though, big boy? Not even a notebook? There is no respect in this relationship, is there? I need to be respected, dang it. Why can't you do that for me, Frenzy Giant? Not a fan of that, but I am a fan of that Halloween event, man. It's gonna be so awesome that, I don't know, the last Halloween event, it was dope having like some of the zombie callers, if you guys remember that. Like being able to like tame a couple of zombies and have them like help you out and like kind of just goof off with them. It was cool, but it's gonna be so dope to be able to like, I don't know, man. I actually have 2 dedicated locations to go to. I don't know how the locations are gonna work though. I feel like they might happen on a respawn timer. That appears to be kind of the common theme when it comes to a lot of the new events being added in. I guess they might just be kind of like permanent events, not necessarily like events that pop up, but semi-permanent events that last for a little while, and then we'll go ahead and respawn on a certain timer. It'll probably last for like, I don't know, total of like 2 weeks or something. That's how long holidays stuff tends to last from what we've seen so far out of Kafir, so I'm guessing it will tend to last that way as well. We are pretty much one kill away from finishing that up as well, which is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and toss on a new shite. The rest of this stuff I will return for. No worries about that. Ooh, the connecting rod. Let's definitely cop that now. We still got a little bit of inventory room to mess with here, you know? I don't want to completely leave the stuff behind. And actually, I might just have enough room to go ahead once we toss these over where they belong. Yeah, I got enough room to go ahead and bring home the rest of the military armor. So we will do that and get that nice and stashed up. But the first things first, I said we weren't gonna actively chase quests today, but an interesting little development occurred. That development being known as the Sector 7 wall and the watchtower for like 43 points. We only have 1 C4 today, but hopefully I'm crossing my fingers that it's enough, man. I wasn't able to get any more before today's episode, but we're gonna have to see how that goes. We're already by Sector 7, so might as well pop on over there. Watchtower. It's in the middle of Bufu freaking Egypt, dude. That thing's in the middle of nowhere. But we'll make our way over there. I was gonna say maybe we'll raid first, but even then, like the raid's going towards this direction, so it's not gonna be super helpful. Maybe we'll visit that when we go to the farm. We still have some farm quests we gotta knock out. I wonder, dude. I don't think the harm I don't think the farm's gonna be Halloween themed or anything though. And like we've seen some Halloween like decorations on a farm, not Halloween, on a farm like on a farm-like location, we saw Halloween decorations. Dude, that's just a tongue twister waiting to happen. We reached the Sector 7 wall. Bada bing, bada boom. Up to level 49 with an electronic circuit and M16 we go. Only 2 levels to spare until we acquire the marvelousness of that C4. But in the meantime, we still got plenty of boom available to us in the form of this one right here, and we still got plenty of iron hatchets from our last raid that we did. Let's hope that that last raid though was the exception to the rule, because what we've noticed so far in 1.9.8, at least the quote-unquote rule of 1.9.8, has been dope raids. All right, and it just so happens that the last raid was kind of the exception. Wasn't as great. It was a revenge raid too, so I guess maybe our stuff replaced some of the good stuff of that base, because that's how revenge raids work. And like random slots of chests, whatever was stolen from you will actually be put into those random slots. So maybe, you know, the random slots were like where they had their electronic circuits or whatever, because the highlight of that base was like 5 aluminum. There wasn't anything too crazy. You guys did say to potentially check out the advanced furnace because it was on and it definitely had stuff. Guys, that doesn't mean it's on. I don't know. I've been too heartbroken by advanced furnaces before. I guess I just kind of like ignored it, because I've seen advanced furnaces that are quote unquote on be totally empty. So that really isn't indicative of anything, as much as I wish it was, because that would have led to us getting a lot more stuff in the past. But let's go ahead and focus on the stuff we're gonna be getting in the future. And also today's bunker code, in case y'all didn't notice me putting it in and getting it from the radio, 08957 is gonna be today's code. If that's out of date by the time you try to put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below for an up-to-date version brought to you by the fantastic community here at the Snipe Gang. But in the meantime, I got some fantastic stuff for y'all, my Snipe Gang, and that's this raid. However, first, you gotta give me a sec. We gotta prepare and get our inventory prepped for such shenanigans. And there will be plenty of said shenanigans, so BRB. Without further ado, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking nice and prepared to go raid our swan to address the cut finger. Yeah, that's my bad. I totally forgot that we had that puppy. No worries though. Hopefully today, like I was saying, we are literally 2 red tickets short from being able to open up that red ticket crate. So then tomorrow we'll go ahead, make a pit stop over there, not just open up the red ticket crate, but we'll also actually go ahead and open up the secret room available to us from said finger and have some fun that way. But yeah, that is my B, guys. But anyways, we're already at home, and I do want to head over to that raid on the ASAP. So let's go ahead and acquire those things that we might be needing. And today we are I was kind of tempted to go ahead and actually craft up more iron axes than we need, but over here you guys can see that we do have 5 available to us. We just gotta go ahead, use this wood with a little bit of this stone, and with that stone acquired, let's go ahead and get those marvelous level 1 hatchets we're gonna be needing. And you might be like, Star, why did you not bring all the iron hatchets? Well, the reason for that is just it's not necessary to bring that many hatchets, you know, because there's the chance we're like, okay, we get a super dope raid, and most of the time we gotta spend a certain amount of hatchets breaking into chests anyway, right? So if you already take that into account, the fact that you are gonna be using a certain amount of your stuff to break chests, any type of hatchet can break a chest. What type of base we got? Oh my goodness gracious, I can't even think of a way to pronounce that, but we are going to be heading on over there, and that's the reason I do want to conserve fuel a little bit, so that's why I do want to minimize, and we're not going to be going back into the bunker today. That's my bad. But like I'm saying, we got to open up that red crate. Hopefully if we get those 2 red tickets from, I'm banking on it, hopefully be in the raid, we'll be able to capitalize off that. Let's hope that this raid will be kind to us and be one of the single C4 variety Tinelio egg. Tinelio egg? I don't even know, but it appears it's not a massive base, but oh, a base it is. Actually, a decently sized one. Okay, these are the bases I really like, because usually these are the best of both worlds. They're big enough to where it's like, alright, this dude cares enough about the game to build a big base, which means, alright, this dude is far enough along in the game to have the resources to build such a base. There's also the chance that he might have a stone panic room inside of here, to be completely honest. I'm not. We're gonna have to break through a level 2 wall anyways. But that's the good thing is that we actually did end up bringing 4 full durability level 2 hatchets, so we can break through 4 total walls potentially. Let's go ahead and start breaking into this. Hopefully, this isn't gonna be a honeycomb base, man. Those just break my heart. And alright guys and gals, here's where the going might actually get a little bit poopy, because ever since update 1.9.8 the database of bases was updated, meaning there are a lot of bases out there that can't necessarily even be researched. So yeah, I actually did some research before this, or I attempted to, and I could not find anything on this base. So today will be our very first dive into this, and hopefully it treats us well, because we gotta go ahead and actually get some more of those iron hatchets from our chopper. But yeah, this is kind of gonna be like our initial scouting run of this base, because there is no information out there, which is, I mean, it's good because that means we're getting as up to date of a base as possible, which means as up to date loot as possible. But it also means that any there's entirely new bases, even if there is a date, or even if there is a base that can be researched, even if there's a base in the researching system, it's could be entirely out of date, which we've actually had happen to us before. So it's just in this weird spot where this new update. Oh, never mind. We Gucci. Okay. The first honeycomb, you gotta admit, they just worried me a little bit. Wouldn't that worry you guys? So got a very tight cluster of chests here, so this should be kind of okie dokie. I do want to break into wherever that doorway leads to. That appears like it's going to be the power move. That's the only other doorway really leading to any other room in here, and it also leads to an area that appears like it could have room for the honeycomb to stay consistent around it, while also having some stuff in it. So we're just going to see if maybe, you know, this might be a better area filled with more chests. God dang it, I got to get me another. I'm just going to grab all those hatchets. I don't know why I didn't grab all of them. All right, get over here, motorcycle. I need your hatchetry. All of your savage hatchetry. I need all of it. We got plenty of walls we got to break into, and plenty of chests, and actually plenty of enemies that are probably going to be running at us very shortly. I'm going to be saving the VSS. I brought a couple of these just because, I mean, they're about to break. Might as well get the most usage we can out of them. We'll use this on the bigger fellas due to the 62 damage. We'll do this on the fast bite. Oh, no, I didn't change it. Poop. All right, we'll actually use these two then for the bigger dudes, because that's the thing. If you change this to its 80 damage variety, it's really good for fast biters in both. Right now, you never want to use this on a fast biter. No, not today. Let's go ahead and use this iron axe, and absolutely worthless. Yeah. Funny guys, sure. No, it's okay. Let's just go ahead and take these fast biters out. Get out of here, floater bloater. I see you trying to cut me off. I just want to go ahead and take these dude skis out, so then we can focus using our other weaponry on these schmucks right over here. And these guys are actually perfect for the VSS. The Toxic Abomination is a little bit more perfect for the shotgun, because whatchamacallit, the Toxic Abomination is 300 damage, which is 75 times 4, and we do 77 with the shotgun, whereas this one does closer to 60, and 60 times 4 should be able to take out these bloaters nice and easy. So let's just go ahead. I think that is 60 damage there. There's also the chance of a critical always happening, which goes very nicely with that stuff, and boop! Oh, my VSS broke, but so did your leg. Ow, didn't mean to do that. Freaking hit the wrong button on accident. That's why you saw me shoot. Whatchamacall? I broke his leg. I shot it off right as my VSS broke. Coincidence? Probably. Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. But these are the chests we have to choose from. And there's not really much choice. We're gonna be able to break through all of them unless we didn't bring enough hatchets. And let's freaking go! We got those 2 combat red ticket crates that I was talking about. Shank you kindly. A little bit of glue, some aluminium plates, and some phones. Some other okay things in there that we might be coming back for. But let's hope that there are other better things we could go ahead and acquire first. Let's freaking go, boys! This is a good raid if I've ever seen one. Shouts out to whoever gave this to me. And this is what I love, man. I don't know. 1.9.8, it just seems like it's more kind. It gives you lucrative and like massive stone bases too. Don't get me wrong. But A, those stone bases have pretty good loot. And B, dude, 1.9.8, I don't know, man. I feel like we've gotten more of these bases than we have in the past. I think the rating system definitely got a positive change. We just, obviously it's going to be better once we can more fully research. Dude! Let's freaking go! Not just is our raid dope, our luck is dope as well. Give it a minigun, give it a shotgun raid, give it an M16 times 2, not to mention a little bit That's pistol action, baby. Go and eat up these baked beans. I'm actually gonna steal all your baked beans, my boy. I'm a baked beans type of guy. And I'm also a very happy raiding type of guy after today. Let's get it, fam, as a wise pump once said. All right, do we have any? We got some floater bloaters over here, and all we got is pistol drizzle left to go ahead and get us through this predicament, but that should be plenty. TBH, you're gonna have a couple toxic abominations running after us. Actually, no. We do have this as well, and the toxic abomination. Well, the one toxic abomination's here, so shots. Hold on. Where are you running to, babes? Where are you running to? A gun? Can we get the critical? Right. No, god dang it, no critical. All right, shotgun rain. I want to kill him more dramatically, more epically than that, I suppose. Nah, just shotgun rate. Dude, that shotgun didn't get a single critical hit. Shotgun, this was not shotguns in general, but specific shotgun we just used. You are a disgrace to all of shotgun humanity. You understand me? Shotgun rain is disappointed with that shotgun. All right, a true shotgun, true member of shotgun rain would have had a little bit of critical up in there. That one did not. But this raid is a true raid. I'm very happy with it. I think you guys are very happy with it. And if you guys happen to come across this base, you will probably be even happier because you don't even need C4. I love bases like this where all you gotta do is trade a little bit of materials to craft up the hatchets. What do you get in return? Guns. Lots of beautiful guns, Tommy. Oh, and are they beautiful indeed, especially that minigun, man. I don't know what it is. I know the miniguns, like, it's not even the most useful gun necessarily. But you gotta admit, there's just something about getting a minigun, man. It just, let's go! And an electronic circuit on top of it all. Yes, sirree. I'm a happy camper. How about thee? I hope you guys are having a raid just as good as this, because this might be one of the most ideal raids you can humanly ask for. Okay, we have gotten, okay, first things first, let's get the hell out of there. But we have gotten not just weapons, not just an electronic circuit, also some aluminum on top of it. And all that we had to use was not even a single C4. This is the dream that we're living right here. And this is the kind of like the backup dream. The main dream, let's be honest here, it's getting floppy disks, regardless of how much C4 you gotta do it. Floppy disks are like the GOAT, greatest of all time imaginable when it comes to raids. And spooky dookie, we gotta go ahead and take this guy out. Yeah, just punch him to death, man. I gotta really express just how good of a boxer I am, dude. That fight coming up tomorrow just got me all sorts of hype. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, baby. Yeah, man, that fight tomorrow, it's gonna be a good one to watch. Definitely excited for that, man. I love UFC. I don't know what it is, man. Just watching two people fight to the death. No, I don't think it's to the death. That probably wouldn't be legal, but I don't know, man. Just two highly trained fighters duking it out. You know, especially two who might have bad blood. Just entertaining. I don't know what it is. It's just entertaining. Now, if it was to the death, I don't know if it'd be as entertaining. I definitely feel pretty bad that people are dying out there. So to the death might be a pass on me. But UFC, I don't know, man. I love watching me some fights out of that. Just two people agreeing to fight each other on mutual grounds. Usually being chill afterwards too. So it's like, hey, it's just a fight. I don't know, man. It brings out some really cool stuff, but I definitely would not want to jump into that ring with anyone, dude. I'm a lover, not a fighter, because I freaking love all of you boys and girls, especially if y'all be spreading that positivity. That fantastic. That's all that a man like me can ask for. And if that's all that y'all can reply with and abide to, I'm happy with that as well. Also, checky, we got another chest on top of it all. Oh my, does the going get even better? No, it doesn't. Okay, I was really hyping it up. Dude, I don't know. It always throws me off because I usually just like look around here, but you gotta pay attention because sometimes those like weird corners, especially if like the wall's like this, like pretend I'm a chest. You know, I could be covered up by the wall like this. Just a little bit cheeky, you know? Gotta watch out for it. Gotta watch out a little bit. We're also going to go ahead and use some of this gas because while we do have the gas already in our motorcycle of the gas can variety, whereas this gas is a little bit different, we are missing some gas from the trip over here, so it's pretty much getting some free gas, man. That just makes the raid even more gravy on top. Gravy! All right, though, now we got to figure out what else we want to take home with us. Ooh, we got to go. Ooh, let's not forget, we definitely want to make sure that we are putting away that good stuff, because the raiders are gonna be like, yo, wasn't that a dope raid we put you on? And I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's just like 5 miniguns sticking out of my freaking chopper. Yeah, the raid was awful. Here, check my pockets. All I got was a potato. Oh, potato, that's rare. It's not even in the game. Oh, sure, have it. I don't care. You know, so try to finesse something like that. I don't know how happy they'd be with that, but dude, that's pretty much what we do anyways when you think about it. So there's 4 gas over here. I'll just leave it with us. I'll probably go ahead and swap out some of those I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I just want to swap. I might want to swap these out for stuff if there's like pretty decent stuff, but I don't know. I'll grab me the full stack of that, definitely. That's already half the material, actually over half the materials we need to craft up the iron hatchetry. Some iron plates could go a decent ways. We don't need no band-aids, nothing like that. Oh, we gotta spread some vitamin P. I'm happy to. Oh, on this base, after what you've given me, you deserve all the vitamin P in the world, laddie. Hope this brings you great luck. That's the purpose of it after all. It's an important vitamin. It's the vitamin that brings luck. Vitamin C does vitamin C things. Okay, I had no clue where that monologue was going, but you know what I mean. Vitamins do different things. Vitamin P gives you luck. That's the moral of the story. Yeah, for now though, I'll go ahead and I'll just bring the hatchets out, you know? Worst case, I just kind of want to like assess the situation. Like there's nothing, like I already have a bajillion green and yellows, like unless it's a full or close to full stack, that's getting left behind. When it comes to this stuff, like if it was a full stack of bolts, that's a different story. The connecting rod, I'm cool with grabbing. I have 4 medkits, dude. I have so many medkits back at home. That might be a pass on me. I'm gonna go ahead and eat your baked beans, though, bruh. Hope that's cool. Okay, thanks. My belly says thank you. Yeah, he's got a couple of whiskeys scattered throughout. I think we might be rolling with what we got right here. It is 3. Here's the thing. It is 3 USB drives, right? But we only have a chance at an electronic circuit. If we only have that chance on 3 USB drives, odds are we're not getting an electronic circuit, so I don't really want to bring those home because they might be relatively not as worthwhile. But a full stack, dude, odds are you're probably getting like an electronic circuit out of that, you know? But with that said, with that done, that's going to start wrapping up for this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Can't wait to what y'all got to say regarding that Halloween event in that marvelous comment section down below. Not to mention, best of luck in that weekly $25 iTunes/Play Store gift card giveaway. Winner being announced tomorrow. Stay tuned. And we also got some great stuff to go over tomorrow. And of course, some great raiding we got to go ahead and catch up on, of course. But yeah, best of luck to you guys and gals. Getting the chopper gas tank, enjoying the chopper squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup. Get the true friend perk. Not to mention load up your own perks and skills. And of course, find the best blueprints that you can for the best guns that you got, and building the best attachments for those exact things. Best of luck building up your base, protecting it from raiders, going on the dopest of raids. Dope raids like this specifically, where all you need is a couple iron hatchets and you are Gucci to go. And ooh, we do okay, we might not be necessarily done yet. As we ended off, I might break through a couple of these and see if there's some steel plates of cooking, you know. And we also do need to go ahead and equip some things here, which will free up some extra inventory slots, which I'm leaving free for these 2 things. And we'll go ahead and grab those 2 things. But best of luck to you guys and gals, defeating all the bosses the game has to throw at you, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fantastic time all throughout. That's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you the next one. See ya. Oh my god, I gotta get out of here.